Terrific look and terrific catch.
Underneath, Kentucky's got the answer. Thompson on Meeks. 10 on the Kentucky clock. Meeks from 3. Got it. Never even moved the net.
Right now.
2 of them by the big guy, Brian Williams. He's given his team a 5-point lead. Meeks, fadeaway jumper. Got it. Wow. Looks like a different guy from a year ago. Bobby Mays got enough of a handle on it to turn it over, so it's a fresh shot clock for Kentucky. Wow. Jodie Meeks. I mean, if you'd have watched him in the last 2 years, you never would have believed he could be this good a shooter. We'll try Tyler Smith on Meeks. See if he can keep him from scoring. Well, he's going to go around the pick and score anyway, right over Chisholm. Well, that didn't work. And now Tennessee turns it over, and that's not good news. Down by 6. Wow. Jodie Meeks is just putting on a show.
But he knows how to operate with that basketball. He attacked that hip of the hedge defender and forced the officials to make a call.
There's still 1 under the limit, so no free throws. It doesn't matter. He just comes around the other side and knocks down his 5th three-pointer of the first half.
And he said a couple of 3 things: contain and pressure at the same time. Something that Tennessee has not been able to do in this ball game to Jodie Meeks.
They pressured,
but they haven't contained. Yeah. Then you also have to have great help, something that Tennessee has not done. And boy, you talk about the best defensive possession I've seen all year. UCLA put on Southern Cal under a minute to go and just blanketed the Trojans for 35 seconds to win that ball game.
Jodie Meeks has got 21 points. Wow. Chisholm. I don't know, that might have been 1 too many passes by Bobby Mays. And now here comes Jodie Meeks the other way against Prince. All the way and off the glass and 1. Prince picks up the foul. Meeks will go to the free throw line with a chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play. And Meeks, not just a good free throw shooter, a great free throw shooter. 90%. 2 for 2 tonight. And he rips it. 3-point play. Now they cut the lead back to 7. And Meeks got free from Tatum. And now he's going around Mays, but it's a 2-hand touch foul as Bobby Mays, I guess on the blow-by by Jodie Meeks, you could say, got both hands on it.
Automatic.
Been almost perfect. Jodie on his way to his 5th 30-plus point game. I think it's safe to say that if he just doesn't come out of the locker room in the second half, he's going to have that and then some.
Right.
5 straight free throws. 5 threes in the first half. Down to 7. Now they really want to play defense on number 23. Big crossover dribble and jumper goes. All that work, and that's what it got him.
Well, Brad, I took to Coach Pearl, who told me Jodie Meeks is just playing phenomenally. He said, we've tried to get him look at contested shots. He's made those. We've tried to trap him. He gets out of that. He said, I'm going to try JP Prince on him for this set. And he said, I'm telling my guys at halftime, see it, steal it, and take charges when you have to.
They tried to take one, and it still went in. Chisholm tried to take the charge. Meeks went over the top of him, and it's 30 for the 5th time this year for Jodie Meeks. Tip underneath. Second tip still won't go. And now Kentucky controls the board. Pulled out of there by Perry Stevenson.
Brad, really, there's no sign of Jodie Meeks letting up.
Still not.
No. How can a guy that has already hung 30 on you get that wide open in transition?
You just joining us, Jodie Meeks has 33 points and going for more and getting more. He is just lighting it up. 7 threes for Meeks, 36 for the game. Tyler Smith and JP Prince going, what do we do with this guy? I don't know. You want him, you can have him.
Well, you know what? That's a great point. You almost need to ask in that next timeout, does anyone want a piece of Jodie Meeks? Raise your hand.
Here's two guys. Well, one got a piece of him, but he's going to send him to the free throw line.
Louisville is number 2, Memphis number 3, West Virginia 4, and Wake Forest is 5. And you watch those teams play, and they tells you that they are built to go pretty deep in March. Even Memphis right now. John Calipari visiting with him. He loves Tyreek Evans at the point, and the fact that they are long and they have really bought in defensively.
And Meeks is bumped and stuck one in the rim. Well, he's stuck a lot of them tonight. None more effectively than that one. That just pretty much wraps up Jodie Meeks' night, I guess.
And Brad, a lot of conversation already, and I enjoy taking part of it too. And National Player of the Year, certainly Tyler Hansbrough and Steph Curry and Blake Griffin. Griffin maybe has a little bit of an edge right now. You break down his entire game. I'm not in love with him defensively. But certainly Luke Herringold. I mean, that's a guy that's had 9 straight 20-point games. James Harden out of Arizona State, I think, as well-rounded as there is in the game. And this kid, although he's not on a ranked team and he hasn't been on national TV enough, he's ringing up huge numbers. He's the number 5 scorer in the country. Billy Gillespie will say he's my best defender on a guy that absolutely stands for defense, and he is wreaking havoc in Tennessee tonight.
And now 10 on the shot clock as Porter holds it. Trying to blow by Hobson. Hooks it out to Meeks for 3. Got it! Wow! 43 for Jodie Meeks.
He puts Brian Williams in, big number 33 in white, and I expect the ball to maybe go to Williams the next time Tennessee gets.
Meeks
Wow.
got another 3.
Wow.
That's 9. Tying his own school record. The next point, number 23 scores, is the best he's ever done. There it goes. And there it goes. School record, 10 threes. If you're watching.
There is probably 20 NBA scouts here.
And he's fouled. He's going to the free throw line for 3. You called it way back in the first half. You said he can go for 50. He can go for 52 if he just hits these free throws.
Make him do something off the bounce.
50 points, Jodie Meeks.
Wow.
50 points, Jodie Meeks.
Now the 6th guy this year to go for a career high against Tennessee. Look at this kid.
51. 52 is coming up. Dan Issel's Kentucky single game scoring mark now in jeopardy. Never thought I'd ever say that. Well, I think this is my, I'm not quite sure. I'd have to look back. It's either my 17th or 18th year at ESPN, and this is the best performance I've ever seen by one guy. We've seen some good ones. How do you argue with 52?
Yeah, well, there's no argument.
And he's going to the free throw line.
How do you argue with 52, and how do you argue with the 25 points a game he was averaging coming in? They've played the likes of Kansas State, West Virginia, Miami, Tom Crean's team in Indiana will guard you, Louisville, Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt, you know, they're one of the top 12 teams in the country as far as field goal percentage defense.
There he ties the school record of 53 points in a single game. If you were there on February 7th in 1970, Dan Issel, who is more than a legend in Kentucky and in his professional basketball career, you just saw history again tonight. 54 points. Write it down. January 13th, 2009 belongs to Jodie Meeks.
Well, Jodie Meeks, I'm going to welcome you to the club of potential players of the year in college basketball right now.
I'd say
he has to be, Brad. His numbers back it up. Luke Herringold, Hansbrough, Curry, Griffin, James Harden, add Jodie Meeks to the list that should be in that conversation as of tonight.
I think the ball should be rightfully in his hands at the end of the game. Take that one home with you, Jodie. 54 points. Now he's getting mobbed by his teammates. Kentucky school record for a single game performance. And what a performance it was.